Hello folks, and welcome to well, it's not a live chat because it's pre-recorded, but anyway, I'm trying out something new, trying out, I know we've got a problem with reflections. I'll have to sort that out. You have to bear with me with the glasses, unless I take them off. That'll be easier. So I'm just trying out this Zoom. Now, I haven't got anyone to try it out with. So what I need to be able to do that is some email addresses, and then we could perhaps have a go at doing some gardening or art or in general chats. And then what we can do then is then upload it to YouTube. I've been trying to find something that's going to work like the Hangouts with multiple chats like we used to, and I haven't found it without having to pay. So hence I'm going to give this a go. It might work. I haven't got the lights on at the minute, so that's why the picture's a bit on the darkish side, but if I want to try it like this, then maybe I'll put the light on in a bit just to see. Now, there's a limitation of 45 minutes on these chats, and so anyway, I just wanted to have a little natter about the coronavirus and how it's affecting you all. Please reply in the YouTube messages. I do read them all. I don't always answer, but I can assure you I read every single message. It depends. I do suffer a bit sometimes with depression, anxiety, and things get on top of me, and with looking after mum and that. So there's times where I'm really kind of low and it doesn't happen. But anyway, so what are you all up to? What are you doing in the gardens? As you've probably seen from the last one in the last videos, I've started tidying up the garden. I've got strawberries and rhubarb and raspberries in there. I've got some more strawberry plants to put in. The problem I've been having is trying to find somewhere that I can get the multi-compost from. I think, is it my eyesight or is it looking a bit blurred? Maybe it's my eyesight. Sorry. Yes, I've had real difficulty. I actually thought I found somewhere, and I spent all yesterday morning and part of the afternoon. I think I made I don't know how many it was in the end. Was it 172 or 192 calls? And I was just getting engaged all the time. But anyway, I found another garden centre, and they're actually being able to communicate of sorts. They're obviously using some sort of mailing list thing you have to put the exact words in the subject matter. But anyway, they did send me a list of what they've got available, and I've said I wanted X amount of multi-compost. And so I'm just now waiting for them to get back in touch with me so we can arrange payment and delivery. So fingers crossed that I can have the amount I need, because I want to get some more strawberries into tubs and buckets, and also we're going to be working, well, I'm going to be working with some help from friend Matt. We're going to be I'm going to tidy up the bottom. I say help. He does a lot of the manual stuff. I'm so out of breath. Don't know what's wrong. I know I'm out of shape. I've put on a lot of weight, which I need to lose, but the trouble is I like my food too much. So that's a bit difficult, but I am making an effort now to to work in the garden and get things going. I think this coronavirus gave me that boost because I realised that you can't, even though I can't go anyway to the allotment, I realised you need to grow stuff in your garden because there might be, especially now, might become a time where you're not going to be able to go to the allotment. So that's why I managed to think ahead and I got my plants in before all the crackdowns and that came. So that's something to get on with. Now, I want to give a shout out. I'm not going to say names, but there's two people who've helped me big time, and really good Samaritans they've been, and you know who you are, and it's really is appreciated because I was slipping deeply down into the pits, you know, and they've come to the rescue. So that's going to help me tremendously. It's going to take a lot of pressure off my, just a lot of pressure off me. I see we've been getting quite a few new followers or new subscribers. Maybe they've been watching for some time, or probably the early ones. If you've just started following me and you haven't watched the older videos, originally it was just all gardening. But the last 4 years, the allotments have had to be put on hold because I'm looking after my mum, and so, you know, I'm trying to get back into doing things at home. It's been difficult because we've had to get used to that. My dad died 2 years ago, and then looking after mum and not having. You used to be able to nip out each day in the allotments, which you can't do. And Dad used to stay with mum, and you know, I knew that it'd be okay together for a couple of hours, but can't leave mum. So it's been difficult, and then with one thing and another, it's all got on top, and I've found everything an effort to do. Anyway, I've got that boost now. With this coronavirus made me think about, you know, about planting things, and I'm going to try and make an effort to do a few more talks and get some conversations going. I will figure this out with the best position to film, and yeah, I guess I'm lucky on the food side because I was brought up to keep a good stock of food. My mum used to always have a couple of 100 cans of you know, food, fruits and meat and stuff in, you know, in the utility room. And although a lot of that had to get thrown away because it was years out of date, I have organised myself with certain things what we eat, which I certainly will eat, and also we have 2 freezers which have come really useful because before this started happening, I'd always kept one freezer full, and I managed to get the other one. So I had to sell some supplies to get the money to pay for that, but that's okay. Now, I don't know how long this setup's going to work, but I'm on the laptop with a separate webcam. Now, this particular laptop did go. The keyboard went up a bit like an egg. It swelled last year. Last year, this time last year, and I took it out because thought that was it. But anyway, it's everything's flattened out now, and it's all totally flat. So I'm keeping an eye on it in case there's some sort of heat issue. and I won't keep it on for so long. I'll make sure it's unplugged and switched off each day, which we should all be doing, but we don't always follow that principle. Now, I tend to use the iPad now for most things. I can even do all my art and that on there. The only thing is, when I come on here, I've got to get used to the touchpad until I find the mouse what goes with this, and it's difficult. I keep going on the screen. It's so funny. Right, well, so drop me, PM me if you can. I'm on Facebook. Can you see lady? Lady, say hello. No, you can't see her. She's just here. When I'm talking, she gets a bit jealous because she thinks she's being left out, don't you, baby? Yeah, do you want to come up here? Jump up, say hello. No, she's wagging her tail at you all. So yeah, so that's it then, folks. We'll see whether this is good enough for YouTube. If not, figure something else out. But I will try it with the lights on another time, maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so and the other thing about this system, we can share things what are on the screen. So I could show you pictures, and there is a chat thing on here as well. But basically, we need to get emails, and then I don't know where the chat will go, whether it goes on the side or until somebody else joins me. I have no idea. Okay, bye for now then, folks.